changed the game for the household. God had a plan for you in mind, for you to even come before they took the rib out to create us. God had a plan for you in mind by design. You matter. So even when you feel like you've missed it or haven't done enough, it's okay. Get up and start again. Even in that, there's beauty in it. So thank you for who you've been called to be. You matter. And you make a difference on the earth. Happy Father's Day, daddies. Clap up all the time. We have 3 sons. And in his absence, I just want to honor him and salute him for being such an awesome example and a generational curse breaker in my household. He was raised and brought up without an earthly father. He's met him several times on one hand. And guess what, y'all? That's why he's not here today, because God dealt with his heart last month. And he had me look up some tickets, and he flew out to New Orleans and took my youngest boy to reconcile with his dad. So that's where he is right now. Wow! So good! And it didn't even plan to be for Father's Day. It just so happened to fall on Father's Day. I'm like, honey, Father's Day. He's like, that's perfect. Phenomenal. Oh, the other day it was like, yeah, we went riding. Me and my dad went riding in this Mustang. I'm like, go ahead and ride with your daddy then. Ride with your daddy in the old school Mustang. They're both into cars, and it's been beautiful. When I leave this place, I'll be headed to Detroit Metro Airport to pick them up. But God is faithful. He is helping to break generational curses in the earth through our obedience. Through our obedience. So I went through that moment of being bitter, then from bitter to heartbroken. And God began to counsel me and comfort me and talk with me and help me. And you know what? God is not a transactional God. You don't just give him tissue to wipe your eyes and he wipes them and he walks away. God is relational. He'll get in it with you, right? That's who our daddy is. Abba Father, he was in it with me. He began to comfort me, counsel my heart on the bitterness. And bitterness comes when we insist that man becomes something that they cannot be apart from God. I'll say that again. Bitterness comes when we insist that man becomes something that they cannot be apart from God. God began to soften my heart for my dad. God began to show me his love for my dad. God began to deal with my heart on how I need to see him for how God saw him. And it wasn't easy, but he helped me through. So we communicated via mail a couple of times, but in February 2012, my grandfather fell ill. So I went to see my grandfather, and I wasn't sure if my dad would be there, and he was there. And I was excited about it. I looked at him in a different light. My heart was softened for him. God dealt with me enough that when my heart was softened for my dad. And I began to talk with my dad. And I began to share my heart, how my heart was broken from the time when he didn't sit and talk with me, from the time he wasn't there for me. And he began to just share, baby, I'm sorry. It was awkward. I didn't know what to say. I was guilty. I think about you all of the time. It was so odd for me. I didn't know what to say. And then I began to minister to my dad, share what the Lord has done in my life, and to tell him, you know what? If God forgave me of all the sins that I have done, I most certainly can forgive you. And in 2012, here we are. And I can say to this day, I love my daddy. I love my dad. It's been so rich. Just the fellowship has been so rich. And God is so good. Look at that, you guys. This was not planned. A calendar. God almost set it up so that I can remember February 2012. God softened my heart to forgive. Tender mercies for breakthrough. And it's been nothing but glorious. I had a conversation with my dad last night. Just in case I can't catch you tomorrow, Dad. Happy Father's Day. But the love of God was shed abroad in my heart. So maybe some of you sitting here today might have issues with your father. You might have issues with your mother, your brother, your sister, your cousin, an old friend. It's not always easy, but when we allow the love of God to permeate and you ask him for help, you just reach out and say, Lord, help me deal with this. What can I do? God showed me I was keeping a record of wrongs. We cannot keep a record of wrongs. Because guess who's not keeping a record of wrongs on you? Thank God. Because I'll be dead and gone. But we can't keep a record of wrongs. We didn't weaken our faith. But that staff, thank God. Thank you for the good shepherd. Thank you for the rod. Thank you for the staff, God, that he uses because he loves us. And he cares for us, the wounds. Do you know that shepherds care for the wounds of the sheep? He cares for the wounds of the sheep. He cares for your wounds. He knows your name. He knows what you go through. He knows what you're dealing with. John chapter 10 talks about the good shepherd. Verse 11, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. Skipping down to 14 through 15. I am the good shepherd. I know my own, and my own know me. Just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father, I lay down my life for the sheep. So rich that he laid down his life for us. And it's real, not a fairy tale. And he knows you. Do we know him? He's more than just a name, though it's power in his name. Do we acknowledge his being? Do we acknowledge his person outside of showing up to a building? This is brick and mortar. Are we acknowledging him Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday? Are we acknowledging his existence, his love, his being? He's such a good, good Father. We ought to trust him all the way down. If we would only submit and commit to the greatest of all, the greatest Father of all. He loves